Join me in this episode as I head to Stonehenge. It's me, the Travel Bee, and you can subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Okay, today I am going to Stonehenge. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So I am on my way. I know it's way over there because I saw it when I was driving in. You could actually get to it much easier by going down a random field. But anyway, I believe there's some kind of tour bus or something, so I'll find out. There's some giant building here, so. Okay, so the first step is to take this shuttle. It's gonna head straight over to Stonehenge. Okay, so I'm getting my first look at Stonehenge. I've just gotten dropped off by the shuttle. Now I'm walking on this path. I thought I would go early and try to avoid the crowds, but there are 1 million visitors a year here, so I think there are crowds no matter when you go. Anyway, let's get closer. Okay, I picked up the visitor guide, so I'm going to share a little bit of information about Stonehenge. Although Stonehenge today is a hugely impressive ruin, it would have looked very different when first built. The circular ditch and bank, which is what I'm showing right here, is the earliest element of the monument and formed of the chalk that underlines the site, and when first dug out and built about 3000 BC would have been gleaming white. Also from this early stage of Stonehenge construction is a circle of large pits known as the Aubrey Holes, which lie close to the inner edge of the bank. The most visible element of Stonehenge are the stones themselves, some of which are small, unshaped, or broken, others massive, finely worked, and intact. The stones of the central cluster, brought to the site about 2500 BC, are arranged in a series of circular and horseshoe-shaped structures. Okay, so I'm going to get a closer look here at the stones. It's very cool. Looks like I can walk all around the site, see it from different angles. So yeah, I'm just making my way around the stones here. Okay, from the guidebook it says, the arrival of the stones marked a radical change in the appearance of Stonehenge, and the huge sarcens, once in place, remained there. But the smaller blue stones were rearranged in different ways, and some were removed or destroyed. The position of the stones today reflects only the last of these settings by about 2200 BC and were stored in the 20th century. Okay, so that is Stonehenge. Very neat. I finally made it. Well, it's quite a nice walk around, as you can see. It goes all the way around the stones, and that was the highway over there that I first saw Stonehenge when I was driving up. So that was kind of cool, seeing it from the road. It's quite visible, as you can see by all these cars over here. We're just about to drive past. This angle is cool because you can see the stones in there with the various stones on top, which is really neat. So I'm about halfway across this walking path, so I'll keep going. Okay, so I've continued my way along to the other side of the stones, and it's been a nice little walk. It's too bad you can't walk in there among the stones. Apparently there used to be a festival that was all on the grass here, but that ended after people were not being respectful, and there was a huge, outcry about it. So I read that in an article when I was doing some research. So anyway, it's lovely. All right, I've almost finished my tour around the entire Stonehenge area, and then I'll be taking a shuttle back to the exhibit. But just thought I'd take another video. You can really see the different layers of stones from here. Looks like this is the closest I can get to one of the stones. on the edge here. Okay, so here's some information on why Stonehenge was built here. Stonehenge was not the first monument in this landscape. The area had been important to Neolithic people for hundreds of years before building work started. Stretching across the landscape in front of you, about 700 meters away, is the Stonehenge Circus, built about 500 years before Stonehenge was started. Further away, and of a similar date, is Robin Hood's Ball, an early Neolithic monument where people gathered to feast, exchange, and conduct rituals. Scattered throughout the landscape are the long barrows where they buried their dead. So yeah, there's quite a few different areas here. The heel stone, which was a large stone standing to your right, may originally have been a natural sarsen boulder, lying half buried in the ground. Its presence, together with some natural geological features that may have been visible in this area, could have been the reason why people selected this site for Stonehenge. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the exhibition for Stonehenge. It's just going to give me a bit more information. A masterpiece of engineering. I guess I could have come in here before I went, but anyway. Oh, looks like there's some great things outside as well, so I'm going to go check that out. So here's one of the large stones, which of course has no climbing. Let's do a quick view of it. Could you move this sarsen stone? It's quite large. Pretty sure I couldn't. This provides some information about, it's an exact replica of stone 60. Interesting. Here they've got some additional exhibits. So this is about the homes for the people who built Stonehenge. I guess they're doing a reproduction here. Which I think I read about this. Very neat. Go in. I like this one. Nice. Overall, very cool. Okay, so that was my visit to Stonehenge. It was pretty fun. I also had a nice English cream tea while I took a break there before going into the exhibit. And overall, it was quite a big site, as you can probably expect, since it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. But it was a nice place for a stop, and I'm glad I did. Thanks for watching, and as always, may you see the world and love it.